everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Cowboys going up against the Steelers. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And tough starting field position here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. Penalty marker is down here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. So good for the Buckeyes last year, and he's taken that from the college game, showing some glimpses of it here in the NFL.
How about his last season with Ohio State? Over 1,800 yards, only one game where he didn't get over 100. And remember, he demanded the ball from then on out. I think they listened to him, and they were smart to do so.
And now they're giving it to him here on the next level. Here's Prescott. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Now Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna. And they're going to face a third down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Vontae Davis is one of the strongest cornerbacks in the league. Equally adept at playing the run and the pass.
Offense faces a third and medium with 6 yards left. On play action, they'll throw. He's got time. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Back to throw here. It's caught on the left side by Curse. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The second-year man, Vic Beasley, in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Here we go. 1, 9, flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And this is caught by Curse. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll look to throw. And able to find Green. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go. Ohio.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Here's Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jeff Janis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Caught here by Bell. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation.
Martavis Bryant. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he puts it through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. It's like that in just about every position, and sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away, and that's exactly what happened there.
Going to give this time to the tailback, and he is going to lose yardage here. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you?
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie, Travis Feeney. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have really...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Caught left side, Williams. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Prescott. It's caught on the right side, Williams. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
Black round. Black round. 10. Here we go. What? 9. Ohio. Here we go. Ohio.
And the big tight end shifting around. Now Prescott. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play. Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Bailey able to knock it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Caught here by Bell. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good for Pittsburgh first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hurry up, let's go. Easy, Stu. Set, 180. Right there, 54, right there.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Double up. Double up. He's coming, double up. Set, black 20. Black 4, Black is set. Black 4. Watch the curl.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get... And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, you know, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And there's a flag on the play. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation.
Let's go.
Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. To throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Play action. They'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Sean Davis, the rookie. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
But no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquise Goodwin, 83 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
He's got time in the pocket. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Another pass broken up, Charles, by Orlando Scandrick.
That's multiple times in this game alone, and it's something we're getting very used to seeing. Orlando Scandrick policing his area, and in a big way.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Over the middle here to Brown. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Screen play, McKinnon. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up fourth.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
The play clock's running down. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They run it with McKinnon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now it's Roethlisberger trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. On third down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Roethlisberger will throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Play clock winding down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it in dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go!
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Prescott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And he motions the wide receiver. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for someone to throw to. That is caught. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here they've got, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the...
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here come the Cowboys. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Here we go. Black round. Black round.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come up in an offset eye, and they'll run it here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. But at least he was able to break that. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now it's Roethlisberger. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now they try the right side here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
They come out here in the eye. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And this looks to probably be the final play. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So a 2-game losing skid here, Charles. Certainly not the end of the world, but really they need to stop it right here.
They've got to come together as a team. Can't just rely on the coaching staff to tell them to stop. As a team, get together, make up your minds you're going to do things a lot better going forward, and end this 2-game losing streak.
So for the Cowboys, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.